Well, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We are here again on a Monday. On a Monday. On a sobering Monday. When there's more important things to think about besides relationships, but relationships nonetheless go on regardless of our situations and our lots in life. They still go on. So, we are here in the name of dealing with relationships and seeing if people really want to fall in love again or if people just want to play about getting their life together. I mean, because it's more important now than ever that we look to what we actually want out of this life, what we actually want to see. I mean, I think it's an auto correction of our priorities. Are we prioritizing relationships, family, or that's not important anymore? Or is it important? This is what we want to find out. We want to find out whether we're serious about whether we want to put our best foot forward with another human being and see if another human being is willing to make that journey with us. I fortunately found a person young when I was young. After stumbling and falling, I found a person that wanted to spend their life with me, and they did until they weren't here anymore. So I was fortunate enough to find that particular person. And I just be on here trying to figure out, is it possible for other people to find the same thing? Do they want to find the same thing? So we have these shows on Monday to highlight maybe potential candidates where we sit back and we say, I get it, but nobody is going to be perfect. No person that you look for is going to be perfect, right? So you have to look beyond the surface of things. Do they have a criminal record? Are they toxic? Can this be a different thing? Is this a permanent thing? Is this a temporary thing? Blah, blah, blah. Because I see a lot of people dismiss the beauty of people because they may not come across as correct, or they may come across as the wrong look or thought or speech or whatever. A lot of people say, well, HQ, you're a hyena. You're one of those hyena people. And I say, yeah, but I'm a good one. I was a good one. It was good enough to be married to where I didn't scream or yell or have to treat the person unfairly. And the person didn't have to treat me unfairly. We just decided that we were going to choose each other. And this is what I'm saying. Choose. Make a choice. I mean, it's so many more benefits. People say it's not a lot of benefit to being married. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's plenty of benefit to be married. I'm not saying you got to be married now. I'm saying when the time comes, don't be scared. Because everybody is always trying to hide their heart. You cannot just hide your heart. Otherwise, you're not living. You're just existing. And who the hell wants to just exist on this miserable planet? Who wants to just exist without actually living? And living means giving your heart to another person and hoping and praying that it's the right person. And a lot of us find the right person. You just have to choose that person. So with that being said, we got our candidates right here. Miserable. Yeah. I wake up every day amazed that there's beautiful people walking this planet every day. I see beauty in people every day. So I choose to be happy. I choose to find the person and be happy. Okay? No, you wouldn't. With that being said, we got our first candidate. And most of these candidates, none of them have children. So we're gonna start it off on that playing field of none of them having children. Okay. So, and they could be different ages. We don't know. So we're gonna see. I couldn't figure out how to get this at the beginning of the show because she wasn't a highlight. But let's go.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, are you ready?
Okay.
Where you calling me from, D?
Florida, Orlando.
Florida. How old are you?
29.
29. And what you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
Administrative assistant. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Florida, D, Florida. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Okay. And I think I got it all. D, Florida, Orlando, 29, Leo. She's administrative assistant. No kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
Never married. All right, boo, let's do it. What kind of man you looking for?
What kind of man?
Someone honest, consistent.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah, I think that's just the basis of most of it.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Someone who's a liar, someone who's inconsistent, someone who doesn't communicate very well.
I see some positives. Already. She got natural hair. She's young. She hasn't been married before. She don't have no kids. She got a job in which she could quit at any time, or she can do online. She can do from home if she gets married. I mean, there's a bunch of positives she got, and she don't seem like a hyena. So I mean, so far the coffee date would be going good. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Not necessarily. No.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No.
No.
Just be able to take care of himself. Mm-hmm. And if he wants to spoil me, that's cool, but not necessary, of course.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. All right. Okay. 1 second. Sorry. I'm like a little bit nervous. This is all happening so fast.
Don't be nervous.
Oh, she ain't bad. She not bad at all. She not all blown out. She ain't bad at all. She wasn't a highlight on Kendra's show. So, I'm pulling her out, and she's recent. This is a recent show because I remember Kendra with that blue on. I don't know, but that's a badass shirt. I love that. I would wear something like that. But I mean, she it ain't bad, not bad at all. You can work with it. You can work with anything. You can work with this. Coffee date.
Okay, can I see your legs?
Oh, I'm a little short. Hold on.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet. Exactly.
Whoa, she's a little one.
Okay, we see you, girl. Woo, okay. We got you, mama. So, D, Florida. Do you want the guy to be in Florida?
No, doesn't have to be.
She's not bad at all. She's little. She's shorter than Kendra. I mean, she's 5 foot. That's really short, but that's okay. She can deal with somebody, a shorter man. Perfect for her.
I'm pretty busy most of the time, so I kind of I want someone who has their own life for the most part, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to answer.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Mm-hmm. I could work on being on time. I'm always running about 15 minutes late to a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can work on the way that I say things. I think I'm a very good communicator, but sometimes the way I say it comes off a little bit rude, so not the best. And let me think another flaw, because we all have flaws. I think maybe being too self-critical.
Okay,
So she's self-conscious. So she's she's not conceited. There you go. That's the word. She's not conceited. Okay.
critical. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think I'm like a really nurturing person. I'm very cool. I like to just kind of hang out and vibe, but I don't know. I don't know if I've just had like just not very good luck in finding exactly what's needed for me, or maybe I just don't know. So
okay, well, let's do it. We got not Iris, D. D, what's the age range you would date? You're 29.
I'm 29, so I would date probably 2 years younger than me, 27 to maybe up to the age of 38.
Okay, 27 to 30.
All right. Triple, you been listening?
I just got here. Give me the quick stats on it.
Okay. She ain't bad. She not bad. I mean, she's not. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me back up. Because you know you want to see everything. Let me see.
Yeah.
Sir.
Oh, I'm a little short.
She's
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet exactly.
Let's see you.
So,
okay, we'll see you, girl. Ooh, okay, we got you, mama. So,
okay, she's not blown out. She's 5 feet. She's 29. No kids. Secretary. I said she can get up and move her job. She can do it online. She's self-conscious about herself, which means she's not really conceited. She thinks she's inside of her head a lot, it seems. And one of her flaws is that she's like running almost 15 minutes behind, but that's about it. I didn't see any more flaws though. So what about the look though?
Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking you.
I'm gonna answer you.
Okay.
Yeah. She does not seem to be. She does not seem to be an unattractive woman.
Right.
Yeah. I would say she's not bad looking.
Wait a minute. Let's have this discussion right now.
Yeah.
Why do we have women who can why do we have men who don't want to see women with makeup on? And this woman clearly would be enhanced with more makeup.
Yeah. No. Get you know what? That's a fair question, HQ.
Mm-hmm.
I think you posed some good questions up here, and I'll be accommodating to that question as I can.
Yeah.
I can't speak for all men.
Okay.
I would prefer a woman that's got some naturalness to her, where she don't need to put on a whole face to step out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I understand. Like, looking at her, I can tell she just as she is waking up.
Right.
You know, yeah, like she ain't did all of that stuff to her, whatever.
What number you giving her though?
She could tone up. You know, if she toned up, you know, and stylistically, from what I'm seeing, you know, that ain't it for what she wearing. But if she toned up,
she don't look bad. I mean, look, she ain't rail thin. You ain't looking at. She's just right. She don't look like she need to lose too much weight to me.
Holy gaslighting.
Holy
gaslighting.
Here we go.
I'm a little short. Hold on.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet exactly.
Let's see you.
So,
She ain't got no blowed out stomach.
Okay.
She ain't.
We got you, mama.
She don't look off to me. I mean, she don't have no makeup on, and her hair is natural.
Yeah. Look, let me ask you this, HQ. What would you give her on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you give her?
5.
Okay, yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Yeah, I think she's not a bad prospect. She ain't got no kids. She don't seem like she got an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you know, she's not a bad prospect. She ain't up here asking for 150K cat, is she?
So wait a minute. Go back to the question that I asked. I said, do you now see the value in some women because they put makeup on?
Stop it right now. Don't you do that, Lex. Don't you? It's a trap. Don't go for it.
I know.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a trap.
Don't you see how I'm navigating this minefield?
You're the best mayor. You're the best political candidate we have on the chat.
But I'm asking, Do you see the value in why some women wear makeup and some women don't?
HQ, you're
That's all I'm
gaslighting.
asking. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking
Hey, I'm
anything.
gonna tag Zeus here. He hilarious.
I mean, because this young lady, yeah, makeup is valuable. Makeup is valuable. Okay? Makeup is valuable to some women. This woman right here, she's a 5, maybe a 4. I don't know. I don't look at women like that. She looks good to me, but I'm saying that doesn't mean she wouldn't look better or enhanced with makeup on. I'm not saying she has to. Apparently, she doesn't see the value in makeup. Some of us see the value in makeup. I don't see the value in makeup because I don't wear makeup except every once in a while. But I'm saying when you go out to dinner, you take her out to dinner, y'all go into a nice restaurant with a beautiful place. Makeup.
See, this is the thing though, HQ. You moving from the perspective that makeup is an enhancement. Who's to say it is?
Well, us women to say it's an enhancement now, because we're the ones who make it. I mean, we're the ones who wear it, so it's an enhancement for us. Some women can't even move without wearing makeup. This young lady apparently doesn't need that. This young lady. So I'm saying there's beauty in some women wearing makeup, and then there's beauty in some women not. I'm just saying, the young lady doesn't have makeup on. She would be enhanced.
I will say this.
So I'm saying
she's a flat out better looking girl than that one girl you had up here. I think last week, and we had a big debate about her looks.
Oh, I couldn't remember, with the shiny face and everything.
Yeah. She's in much better shape. She's just a cuter girl, you know.
Yeah. She's a solid 5'6", solid. Really, she is.
Yeah, she got potential for the right guy.
And no kids, and she seems to be kind of quiet, not rowdy. So she's a good candidate. Coffee date, definitely, for sure. I mean, the personality, because a lot of men would look at her and say, like Convergence is in the chat.
Yeah.
A lot of men would say she's a plain Jane.
Yeah.
Put makeup on her, she might hit a 6 or a 7. Depending on
what I would like to see is her without glasses. Go ahead.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it, and I know it. There's plenty of women that you could put makeup on and they would go up 2 or 3 notches. Oh, definitely. Hell yeah. Not that she needs it. I'm just saying, naturally she could look better.
So you said HQ with a makeup. Watch out now.
No. I'm saying I'm saying back in my day, makeup. Back up in my day. I'm saying this young lady, she could do some enhancement. It don't matter.
She's like HQ made up back in the 90s. Get the hell out of here.
But I'm saying solid coffee date, so we good with her. Okay.
I don't have no problem with her.
Okay.
No problem. Zeus. No problem.
Zeus, what did you have to say? Solid coffee date.
Okay, first of all, before I start cussing and screaming and punching things, I want to say thank you very much for having me on the show. I want to let you know, HQ, no matter what happens after this point, I love you and everybody in the chat. You're okay. Why do we go for makeup as enhancement? Why don't we go for fitness as enhancement?
She is.
Why don't we go for styling as enhancement?
Why don't we? It would be best.
My bad.
Hold on. I'm throwing other things out on the table. We went right to makeups, and I hate saying it, wigs,
because she
and all
doesn't have anything else wrong with her. She's not out of shape. She doesn't have an attitude. She don't have no big gigantic boo-boos. She don't have a big gigantic tail. There's no other enhancement she needs. She's almost the perfect candidate, except she doesn't have any makeup on. So
I'll say this, HQ. If she was styled better and she was toned, like her whole physique was 15 pounds less, and she was toned, like super toned, and she was styled better without them glasses, she'd be much better looking than she is now, regardless of the makeup. Like facts.
Because I don't see. How do you see her as overweight? I don't understand that.
We didn't say no. Who said that? Who said that, gaslighter? Who said that? Who said that, gaslighter?
You all are talking as though she needs to lose weight. She don't need to lose weight.
That's
Where?
not what we said. Okay, let me tell you this. I got a friend at work. Not really a friend, but I'm going to give you a story. She looks good. Oh, well, where do you work out at? She don't work out. Well, you must have some kind of workout regimen. No. Well, what do you do? What do you eat? What's your diet like? You must have a special diet. No, I eat whatever I want. That only lasts for so long, and then boom, it blows up. Their DNA kicks in. AKA, you ever seen a picture of a young woman and you go, an older woman, you like see her younger picture, you like, my God, you were amazing. But when you see the old picture, you go, damn, what happened? That's you need to have a regimen. You must have a physical fitness regimen.
Yeah, but
we have to have a diet that helps our DNA. That's more what we're
y'all looking you looking beyond what you need to be looking at.
You asked us what we thought, and as men, we're telling you. Now you telling you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth.
Now we going into weeds. We going into weeds. I just asked for a coffee date. I didn't ask you to pull out her weight regimen or her fitness schedule. She is fit. Now y'all talking about a fitness schedule. We talking about a date, a coffee date. Is she worthy of a coffee date?
HQ, on a scale of 1 to 10, I ain't talking about her looks. What would you rank her fitness? Her fitness.
I didn't see no booty do. I didn't see no stomach. I didn't see anything. From a scale from 1 to 10, I say a good 7. And that's good enough.
Yeah, it's just a difference. Like, look, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, if you look up a woman, and this is an extreme, of course. I don't expect women to be this tone. But like, if you look at a woman like Alicia Baumgartner, she's super toned. She's a boxer, right? That physique is a 10 for me, for a woman's physique. Like, as far as her being toned.
You said, now, what's
if
the name?
you look at that physique and look at this physique, now I'm not expecting her physique to be the same as Alicia's, but I'm just saying it's more than a 3-point swing, though. You know, you compare like a 5 physique to a 10 physique.
Alicia, you know? Who's Alicia? I'm sorry.
Alicia Baumgartner.
Oh,
Baumgartner. Yeah. You should Google her and look at that physique. Now that's a 10 out of 10 physique.
But she's a boxer.
I get it, but I'm saying, like, it's more than a 3-point swing. This is her physique is just, it's a 5. It's middle of the road. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not like a physique that's physiquing, you know?
The other lady is a oh, y'all gonna make me have a headache.
Did you see her?
I'm trying to get past when I get on this show. I'm trying to get past this kind of noise. Because we're not looking at what you like. We're looking at the everyday average person. She's an everyday average. This is what average women look like.
Yeah,
so she don't get ruled out because she ain't fit. She ain't been under the.
I'm not ruling her out. I don't rule her out.
We didn't rule her out. You asked us a question.
Yeah, I'm giving you an extreme.
I'm not
compared against what is the absolute extreme. That's how the comparison's made. She's fine, like you say. Her physique is average. I agree. The physique is a 5.
Right. So I'm not saying she wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she wouldn't be open to that. I'm just saying right now she looks fine. She doesn't need to lose any weight. She doesn't need to gain any weight. She looks fine.
HQ, I love you. You asked us a question, we answered it, and then you mad because we answered it. What the hell?
No, I didn't get mad that you answered it. I'm saying y'all's in the weeds. Why would you say why would you say she needs to get fitness when there's nothing wrong with her body right now?
We said fitness, you said overweight. God damn it.
I mean,
what you gotta realize though, HQ, is this. It's a big difference between something being wrong with your body and it being average, nothing being wrong with your body and it being average, and you improving your body and making it even better. You know, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
This is one of those in the weed conversations.
Okay, so look. Let me back up a little bit.
Cause that's just like me. That's no.
Whoa,
You know how it
whoa.
sounds to
Don't take
me?
us deeper. Don't take us deeper. Give me a second.
That
Okay.
sounds to me like
HQ. I apologize. Let me back up a little bit, okay? She's a 5. She's a plain Jane. I love her. Let's go on coffee.
Yep.
Okay? There you go.
well, she's a plain Jane. Why she a plain Jane?
Well, you said she was a 5. On
Yeah,
your scale,
you said she was a 5.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, HQ. Look, if I was out mashing one night and I wasn't really into nothing,
right,
and I'm out cruising on a bike or 3-wheeler, if this chick approached me and she was like, "What's going on?" Whatever, I would pay her some attention, and we kick it or whatever. She hit me up, you know. Yeah, I would go out to coffee with her. Okay.
Yeah, I just asked a simple question. Wouldn't she be enhanced a little bit more if she had a little bit more makeup?
Here we go. You just keep poking the bear. You poking the bear. You poking the bear.
What me and Zeus is telling you though, where we're offering pushback, you're winning because you're saying the girl is worth coffee. We both agree. So you won that, HQ. Okay. Now, where we disagree with you on is the fact that we're both saying that if her fitness was improved and her style was improved,
then what?
Regardless of makeup, she would be a much better looking representation of what we're seeing here. Now, I dropped the link in the back.
Okay,
I don't know
I can understand that. I can understand that.
Okay.
I can understand that. You put it that way, I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, the makeup's cool and everything, but every guy you ask will agree with that last exception I just said after looking at
it. Right. Yeah. I mean, she's just middle of the road. She's a middle of the road candidate. That's all she is.
But she could improve. She got a lot going for her right now. She ain't got an attitude. She ain't got no kids, and she's still in her 20s.
Right.
Those are all 3 big wins in the Black community.
She's finna hit 30. I think.
You're right. I think she said she's 28 or 29.
Yeah, 29. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, she definitely within childbearing years.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it can work. It can work for her. I mean, it can work for her. So we finna jump to a different young lady. A different young lady that kind of, we're not saying nothing about. Oh man, I'm messing with you, Triple. I am so sorry. I'm messing with you, and I did not mean to do that.
That's all right. I know.
Like, wait a minute, why is he disappearing? What's going on? Okay, here she go.
Hey, Zeus, you see the link I dropped in the back?
No, I'm on the road, but I will check it out.
Okay, we got this young lady. I couldn't figure her out. I thought I remembered her from a long time ago, but I can't remember. So let's listen to this young lady. Jesus, this young lady.
Get more in the middle. All right. Okay. All right. All right, Scorpio. I can see you in the light. You got the lights on. I can see you. It's fine. Is your name Scorpio?
Yes.
Scorpio, where are you calling me from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. How old are you, Scorpio?
I'm 33.
33. What you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver.
Truck driver. You look younger than 33.
Thank you.
Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
I'm Pisces. All right, and we got Scorpio, 33, Cincinnati, Ohio, is a truck driver. No kids, a Pisces. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Just, I don't even know for real. Just like somebody that's not annoying.
Not annoying.
Just not annoying, because like men annoy the shit out of me.
Stop.
Like,
Stop.
All right. Take it, Zeus.
Okay, I'm gonna give people.
Go ahead and laugh, HQ. You don't need to cover your mouth.
I had seen her a long time ago, but I couldn't figure out why I had pulled her up. This woman.
Okay. The other girl we just talked about that was a 5,
Mm-hmm.
She smelled like opportunity. There's opportunity for her to grow. There's opportunity for her to learn. She needs direction. This lady, she opened her mouth, her mannerisms, everything she did came off like brutish and defeated.
What the hell? What the hell?
That's her.
Yeah. Go ahead, Triple. Go ahead, Triple.
Oh yeah, she's already then came in the door waving the 4-4. You know? like, yeah, she didn't just kick the door in and just start dumping. She didn't come in there saying, trying to find out what was going on. She don't realize she's in front of thousands, potentially millions of guys.
Right.
And for you to come in the door talking like this, it shows you're holding a grudge. And I always like to hit women with this analogy, you know?
Right.
And I'll make it short because I want to throw the ball back to Zeus. If the last 2 chicks I dated decided they wanted to try to steal something out of my house and I caught them or whatever, then I got rid of the chicks. If every time from then on, I'm making the insinuation that all chicks steal, I don't want to mess with no thieving ass chick and all of that, whatever. That'd be wrong for me to hold that grudge. Women will call me out. You call me out.
Right.
Right. Why, they're holding these grudges and then see like she's in front of Kendra. Kendra ain't gonna check her about that.
Right.
Yeah, she's out of control, man.
Like, what the hell? What's going on?
I said something to a buddy the other day. And one of the things I think we don't have as BIPOC people, we don't have any knowledge that we need to get health counseling.
Right.
Even just for our daily lives, just having a general counselor that we can talk to twice a month, once a week, would do so much for us because we hold a lot of trauma.
I don't get this person. I don't get it how people just wake up and they angry. You just wake up angry. And the first thing is negativity that comes out. How does that? I mean, aren't we supposed to be forward-thinking people? Forward-thinking.
But you need a model, though. You need a model to follow. Like, let me just ask you a simple question. Who is you don't want you to answer it. Who's the black leader right now? Who's the current black leader? Who's the black leader that everybody goes, yep? And don't tell me Oprah. Please don't say Oprah. But that's what I'm saying. Who's the leader for black women?
Facts.
Who's the leader for black men? Please don't say rappers. Don't say Gorilla. Don't say Megan Thee Stallion. Don't say Trey Songz. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't really have that.
Right. I can't really think.
And that's where a lot of people get stuck on what they should do.
Right.
With that said, I'm in.
Right. And it's like, look, you got to find somebody that you admire about the quality, certain qualities you got to look for and admire in certain people. And then you got to start modeling some of this behavior. Waking up every day angry, don't know why you angry. You need to figure out by counseling. You need to figure out by talking to someone, self-reflecting about what's going on in your life, that you would wake up, you would come on a dating show and say, I don't want to deal with an annoying man. I don't want to deal with an annoying man. Who does that? Who does that except this goofy person right here? But I had to put her on because I was like, I don't understand. Maybe y'all see it. Let's listen to her. Maybe y'all see what the hell is wrong with her. Hold on.
Been annoying the shit out of me. Just because I feel like a lot of them just, I don't know, like a lot of them just only looking for one thing, and I don't get it. Like,
what's the one thing men are looking for?
Like, it's always just looking for somebody to sleep with, and sleeping with somebody is not that hard. Like, just go get a fucking prostitute if that's what you're looking for. Like,
hold on.
if you're on a dating app.
Ooh, wow.
This is a hardcore chick.
Yeah.
This is a hardcore chick, hardcore feminist, and a hardcore misandrist. She's a hardcore misandrist.
What if she been hurt a lot?
she like Zeus said, the girl needs therapy. You know, she needs divine intervention. She needs therapy. She needs a lot of work. She shouldn't be on the show.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been on this dating show at all because
Yeah.
the conversation is just, it's like a therapy session for Kendra. Kendra,
Yeah.
look at Kendra's face. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what to say. Wait a minute, hold on. Don't be shocked now, Kendra. She can't be the first one that you ran across. What kind of advice is she giving to the young lady? What kind of advice is the young lady getting from Kendra?
Unfortunately, Kendra don't have much advice.
And she can't give her no pushback on this bullshit that
Nope.
she's talking. No pushback whatsoever. Like she looking like she's shell shocked. Like
Yeah.
Kendra, come on now. You got enough. You got enough advice for regular, normal, everyday people. This is the kind of show you got.
Yeah.
You should have some kind of pushback for a woman who gets on here and says, "I hate men, but I want to have a relationship." How you hate men and want to have a relationship?
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, HQ. And Kendra old enough to be this girl mama too.
Right. So no pushback whatsoever. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. I need about 10 more likes. Hit the like button, please. Thank you. Hit the like button coming in.
Why are you on a dating app looking for a hookup? You know, there's prostitutes on the corner. Just like go do that. But yeah, like I just
hold up,
somebody
HQ.
Wow.
HQ. What she just told me, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. After you 25, we not going to the club. We going to the gala. We going to private events. I need to know that I can trust you. And people think trust means that you're going to sleep with somebody else. That's not what trust is. Trust is you not going to open your mouth and kill the deal that I'm working on.
Right.
She going to be in the corner telling people about she saw a guy overdose on meth 2 years ago, and then blah blah, and you like, how did you get that story into what we're doing now?
Right. Sabotaging
self-sabotaging. Yep.
Right. And she got it bad because she can't think of nothing else. Her mind, because if you come out of your mouth and say, "I can't stand men," from the first word somebody say to you about a romantic relationship, yeah, you got mental problems right there. You got mental problems off the bat.
Yeah.
You got mental problems.
Just not annoying. I do not like men with kids, like at all. And if he does have kids, they have to be adults. I don't like kids. I'm gonna put it out there. I do not like kids. I don't want a man with kids. I don't want nothing to do with it. And I hate liars.
Okay. Tell them like it is, Scorpio.
Can you pause it right quick, HQ?
That's wild to me. This woman.
So this is the problem that you guys don't understand. Hello, HQ and my fellas, my guys. This
Salute
is
to
the
you,
problem.
Black. Salute to you.
Yeah, buddy. Zeus. Nobody's going to the gala. Zeus. No,
Nobody what? I missed that.
Nobody's going to the gala, bro. I got 3 girls. One of them like the ballet. You know, it don't come to Vegas often, but one of them like the ballet. One of them like the live music, but like jazz music and shit like that. And then the other one, like, I don't feed into none of that shit.
Right.
I don't want to go to the fireman's ball. Yes, I can go to the fireman's ball. I don't want to go to the fireman's ball. Right. I don't want to go to the governor's ball. My brother has gotten most people that is elected in Nevada their jobs and positions here. Our senator or whatever congressman.
You saying the same thing Philo used to say? Don't ask me shit. I ain't going.
Don't ask. Don't do. And I'm sorry. I mean, I understand that might be like the type of frame and women that you like. That might be the. But this is the whole thing about it. She's a truck driver,
right?
So she makes great money. At 33 years old, she's halfway decent looking. This is not an ugly girl, right? This is not a girl like that last one. She is no question if she's ugly or or her decency of looking. This girl has a pretty face and she makes a lot of money and she's a truck driver. She's doing a masculine job.
So are you
Okay.
saying that's a part of that's her are you saying she would be different
Truck
if she was in a different
truck drivers are assholes.
Okay, so that's she's got that persona.
It truck drivers are assholes. It just comes with it. You're alone so much. You, like I said, you're making great money. You everything is just you when you're a truck driver. And that's what it is. And it's really most women usually burn out on it very quickly because they can't stand all that time alone by themselves. So they can maybe do it for a year or 2 years. That's why I suggest to every man to do it, or every man that might have just got out of prison to do it, because it's going to be like nothing is changing for you. You're going to be alone. Except for now, you're going to be alone and making $1,000 or $1,500 a week. You know what I mean? You're not going to be sitting in a cell, and women can't handle that. It turns them into a worse person than what us guys already see women.
So are you saying that if she got out of the truck, it would be a different thing? But for now that she's in the truck, it's going to be this way?
I mean, she probably could get a little bit softer, but it's like once I heard somebody say, once a woman has power, you can't take that power away from them. So once this attitude, it's just like, yes, we all know that guys want to have sex. That's why the guys are on the app so that they can have sex, right? Even with you, you know what I mean? I want to bust you down. I don't want anything. If the coochie is good enough, then I'm going to stick around. But everything sexually has to be right. Notorious Big said it a long time ago. If that head right, Biggie there every night. It has to be right for me to come back. And I unfortunately, I don't think that women, especially young women, understand that about men. Like, it is your looks and your sexual access that gets us to come back to you. All of that other shit that I know you guys have intrinsic value, but we don't care about any of that other shit. Just like your husband said, I don't want to hear none of that other shit. Don't ask me about that.
Right.
Pay the bill. I don't care. We don't care about it. So she's in a masculine position. She makes a great money. She takes care of herself. So if she's making $5,000-6,000 a month and don't have no bills, you got to look at it. Truckers don't have bills, right? You're in the truck. You're over the road. Right. Even if you got a house note, all you're doing is you have a house note, but you don't have any other bills. You're on the road 6 to 8 weeks at a time, even a week at a time. You only have a day off, 34 hours off to spend any money.
So this young lady right here, you saying right now, this is just what she is. So who would you refer? Who would you refer this woman to?
I would say she needs to get with a man who's truck driving, and maybe they can own a truck and like really make some money together. Or she will have to be with somebody like a male nurse. She'd have to be with somebody like that that's going to be on long shifts and can understand. Because I'm gonna tell you what, HQ. Besides firefighters, truck drivers are probably the most divorced people in the country. That's why truck drivers are so depressed, HQ, because truck drivers can't keep a wife because they work too much. Women want men to make money, but if you got to work 70, 80, 100 hours a week, 110 hours a week, it's only 150 something hours in a week. And if you're gone all of those hours, women don't like that. You know what I mean? So she won't keep a man.
Why did you say nurses were a good profession?
Well, because just it's like the opposite for men. Men won't date nurses for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're spending too much time at work. You're always gone. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the infidelity and all of that. That
Mm-hmm.
she's cutting her own options off because of her career.
Mm.
You know, she's
Okay.
and it's you know, like I said, even with my business, you know, I've had a couple of girls, like two or three girls, but they don't last any more than 6 months because they can't stay in the truck.
Mm.
You know, they can't drive 12 or 15 hours a day. And with us, you know, you get to come home every day,
See, she seems to
you
be
know.
expediting. She seems to be expediting the relationship, like cutting through the nonsense. She keeps cutting through the grease. Like I don't want to deal
Right.
with no annoying. I just want we gonna do this and blah blah. She
Sound
seems
like sound like a man, right?
yeah yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a being a truck driver is a lonely, hard, masculine thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
being a truck driver is a very, very hard job. You guys see these truck drivers and think that, you know, oh man, they have hard lives. I deliver gas and diesel to truck stops, and I see ambulance pulling up and pull dead bodies out every day because
So
men are dying from heart
these
attacks every day.
can these truck driver people be faithful and be in relationships though?
Yeah, they can. But the problem is women don't like it because you're gone. It works for me because I have been around so long with my people. You see what I
Mm,
mean? And
right.
and like I said, we don't like each other no more. We just wait until somebody dies. So it's
Mm,
it's fine for me because
mhm.
now I only got one juvenile kid. I ain't got to be in your face. You ain't got to be in my face. You talk to me when you want something paid. I talk to you when I need a doctor's appointment made. It works out fine for us. Now we are at that stage of our lives where we're just, you know, she's my secretary and I'm her financier. That's what it's turned into.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, I need this done. Do this. Run these books. But other than that, that's what it is. So
Mm,
with her, but it won't work for a woman. It won't
mm.
work for her.
Tra- tra-
You know how
tri-
many women truck drivers I had sex with?
mm.
It won't work for a woman.
It won't work for a woman. Triple.
No.
What you think, Triple?
Well, I mean,
Is
Black
it?
America's definitely got a perspective on him because I mean he's in the game, you know.
Right.
So I don't want to undermine that at all. I don't know many female truckers, but I've known a few. I actually dated one before,
Mm-hmm.
and to Black America's point,
Mm-hmm.
what he said is 100% right because she was a trucker. She was a young girl too. She was in her early 30s. She only did trucking for 3 years and she got out of it.
Mm.
Yep. So she was a tough, rough and tumble girl. She was in the military,
Mm-hmm.
and she got out, and then she got into trucking and everything, and she was in it for 3 years, and then she quit. She kind of referenced some of the stuff he said. She was not nowhere near as abrasive as this girl, though. You
This
know,
the difference is really bro.
yeah, she was tough, but I wouldn't quite say she was an ass. But I mean, no two people gonna be alike. I
Right.
guess the thing that really stood out about this girl on Kendra is the fact that she was directing it at men, though. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her just being an ass, I wouldn't have been as mad. I mean, you had your moments, HQ, but it ain't, when you just going straight at guys, that's what
Yeah.
was getting me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the whole thing about it is she's mad at guys because, like I said, you if you have your home base that you're going to, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
going to be at your home base for 34 hours. It's called a 34-hour reset. So
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be at home for 34 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say if you work for Walmart or something like that, you're going to be gone another 7 to 8 days straight on the road by yourself in a truck.
Right.
Like, that's not something that's going to be sustainable for a man. We men, this is one thing that I say, we're needy. I always need stuff. You think I'm a needy ass person. I need to eat. I need this. I need that. I need my affection. I need my intimacy. I need all of these things. I need them all the time.
Right.
So so if I have a woman who's supposed to be supplying that, and this bitch is in Arkansas and I'm in Louisiana, she can't give me that. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to go get some vagina.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. That's
HQ,
why
are you
men cheat.
surprised to hear this? Are you
No,
surprised
I'm
to hear
not.
this,
I'm not
HQ?
surprised.
Okay.
I'm not surprised to hear it. It's just it's a fatal. It's built into the cake apparently.
Yeah, that plays to what Black American is saying. This job is masculine and because of the way and the style of this job,
Right.
you know, it's gonna breed that type of person, you know. And to what the brother's saying, I get what he's saying. She still has not fully grasped the concept of why those things aren't working out with these guys, you know, and it's because of what she's in,
right? Her profession.
You know, so I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely. I have to put that out there because there's, of course, being in my 30s, and then I'll date a younger dude, but like me and my age or older, of course, they have kids or whatever. But I have to put it out there that I don't like kids. So like, don't come to me with kids. That's not gonna work.
Okay. Do you want your own kids one day or no?
No.
There's something else going on with this one right here. Wow. No kids.
No. Okay. Scorpio, do me a favor. It's not the biggest deal.
She sound like a jail nigga.
Yeah, like she don't want no kids. You don't want no kind of connection. So why the hell you on here? She just said, if you just want to sleep with somebody, go on do it. Well, if you just want to sleep with somebody, why don't you go on do it? Because you seem like you don't want no kind of connection. You don't want no kind of relationship with nobody. Ain't that what she seemed like?
Let me tell you something, HQ. Let me tell you something. Women always think they can disassociate sex from a relationship. But God is my witness, and Lex is right here. He'll tell you, you hit a girl a couple of times, and then she'll ask, what are we? Where's this going? Bitch, this is going to the bedroom where it's been going. And I tell all men I counsel, you know, when they get divorced, I said, you are now going to be the prime type of man that women want. I know it doesn't seem like it, but you are a man who shows security. You show job security. You've been married. You've been holding down a wife. You show a man who can take care of a woman. You've been married for umpteen years. You show all these things that men want. But when you get a piece that's different from your wife, you're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Don't start calling them your girlfriends. You need to let them know up front what it is, because it's going to be a lot of them coming at. One of the guys told me, he said, man, I think I messed up. I might need to throw my bed away at this point. Yeah, because it's a lot of women after a man is divorced or widowed or something like that. You got a lot of women in your dating pool. All of them. Real talk.
Right. This young lady right here, but why she's talking this way? Let's see.
Middle. It's not the biggest thing. Okay. Actually, go back because that was better light for you. Okay, I'd rather you have good light. Okay. All right. So she don't like kids. She don't want no kids. Don't come to her with no damn kids. Okay. She ain't playing no hopscotch. She ain't playing no double dutch. She ain't playing none of that shit.
None of it. And if you got older kids, I don't want to meet them. Like, there's no need.
Whoa.
You see,
is this your daughter? Is this your daughter?
Hell no. Hell no.
Hey, you gotta admit, on the bitchy scale, this is like, she ain't playing.
Wait a minute. I would never
No.
do this to
I
you.
don't mean it like I'm not
I
calling you a
know.
bitch. Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
saying this is mean. So what does she want a relationship for? What is she on it for? You just want somebody to have sex with you. I don't understand what's going on with this woman.
But go ahead, Black, because I know where you about to go, but go ahead, Black.
What?
She wants what every woman wants. She wants somebody that's going to be committed to her and give her all their time, all their attention, all their resources. She wants somebody who's stable. I mean, I understand exactly what she's saying. She's saying everything that men say. We don't want to meet your damn kids. Lexi, if you got a
Well,
baby mama, you are
if she was a man, so this is a reflection of men, and she just got that
yes,
attitude.
I told you she sounds like a whole nigga. She is saying everything that men do. We meet a chick, we don't want to meet your kids. What do we need to meet your kids for? That mean I gotta take them to McDonald's or Taco Bell or something like that. I don't want to meet your kids. I don't want to go. I don't want to meet none of your people. She
So
sounds like
what?
she sounds like a dude.
Okay, so
That's all it is.
so how does that go over well with a dude? But this is a female. How does it go over? How
She
does it go over with y'all?
she well, she has to find a dude who is a player in the streets, and because let me tell you something, HQ. I done said it before. Us as men, we
Get
love
him,
you
Black.
guys.
Get him, Black. Get him.
We love you guys. We want to be with just we try to catch one of you guys. We've been doing it since we was like 10 years old, 11 years old. We've been trying to catch you and hold on to you. But she's gonna need to find one of those guys that can bring her the perception that he's trying to catch and hold on to her and still doing his thing. Because any other guy, any other good man is
Mhm.
going to want to cut cake and they going to want to smooch and they going to want to smooth talk and they going to want to do all of these things with a woman. This
Right.
is not that woman. This
Mhm.
is, this is the weekend prostitute that she keeps so talking so badly about.
She just wants somebody she can come and hit off the road, and once she get back on the
Mm-hmm.
road, leave me alone and don't call me. I'm not dealing with this, that, and the third. But when I come back into town, I will need you to drop everything and give me the sex I need, the attention I need. But when I'm gone, don't bother me. Mm, that's
Just
great.
like a guy.
Like,
Just like a guy.
Just like a guy.
I recently, like two
Facts.
years ago, I dated
Okay. Okay.
a older man. He was like 48. He has an older son that lived with him, and it literally took a year for me to even speak to the son.
Now, Scorpio, that's not nice.
He okay. He did not introduce me to his son. And I felt like, okay, I'm your girlfriend. You should introduce me to your son. So the fact that he didn't, I was just like, oh, well, you didn't introduce me, so fuck it. Like, so the son actually said hi to me first after a year. I don't know if he just thought I was another woman that was just gonna stop over and he's never gonna see again. But I was there for over 2 years. So I guess after a year, he was just like, oh, okay, well, let me just say hi. But I wasn't gonna speak to the son first. I wasn't gonna introduce myself
Why
because
not?
that's your son. Like that's
Why
his
not?
job to introduce.
Yeah, but it's another human being that shares your space. It's another human being that shares your space. You think I would let my son come in with a girlfriend and she wouldn't speak to me? That don't even make no sense. You share space with this human being. So if you share space with him, you could at least say hi or bye or hello. My name is X, Y, and Z. I am your father's girlfriend, or I am your father's friend. However you want to introduce yourself. That's just weird right there. This is just weird.
It's not HQ. I'm telling you, I've been over so many girls' houses, and like the kids, I'll be like, yeah, it's like, bitch, I got my own kids. I definitely don't want to talk to yours. I don't want to. I don't want to put no bicycles together. I don't want
Dang.
now.
This wild.
You know what I'm saying, Lex? Because it's always, oh, can you do this? Can be, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah,
so she sound like a guy.
yeah, yeah. She ain't on that type of time. Exactly.
Wow.
So
I really don't give a fuck about speaking to your son, but
Wow.
you know.
oh, HQ, don't sound surprised.
Okay,
You know
Scorpio,
what you're
I'm
looking
gonna
at.
respectfully disagree, and let me
Woo.
tell you why. If you're dating, it's just not even about introduction.
Right.
But if you're around a person for a year, and I'm assuming you're older than the son, right?
You're in proximity of them.
There's certain things as an adult you get because you're an adult, right?
Right.
So it really is for you to say, "Hi, how are you? My name is so and so." So you would just be around this little boy or human being and never say nothing.
Well, his son, when I first met him, his son was 19. So his son was an adult. If it was a little kid, which first of all, if it was a little kid, I wouldn't even be there. But the son was 19, and you said the same thing that the guy was talking to said. He was just like, "Oh, you're older, you're the adult, whatever. You should have said something." But I don't believe in introducing myself to someone's children. I felt like I would have been forcing that. And I'm not forcing anything. I just felt like if he wanted me to know his son or his son to know me, he would have, introduced us, but he didn't.
Well, how often was you around his son in that year of time?
Well, his son was barely there.
Okay, so was it a lot of interaction before the son finally said hi?
No. Like I would just see him, like he literally was never there. He would be there like in the morning, then he'll be gone all day, and then he'll come back at night. So I barely saw him really, but I just saw him in passing. He'll just be in the kitchen, and I'll walk through, or he'll be coming. And
How do you get into a space with a human being and don't say anything? There's no way, because I would have to assess the threat of that human being.
HQ, you are from a different time and era.
Yeah,
You're from a
that's
different.
come and gone.
You're from a different time and era. You once again, you don't understand what's going on out here in society. Like because you have a certain space that you're at in your life and a place that you're at in your life. Right now, this is status quo right now.
This is how they
This
act.
is status. This is how most, and I'm going to say most people act.
But is it this bad? I mean, are they doing this?
It's HQ. It's pretty bad. I would say well more than half act this way.
Yeah, but this way.
So the majority,
really?
yes, it's pretty bad out here.
It's like
and
I don't
keep
care.
in mind, you can act the same way without being as belligerent as this girl is, but you can still act the same way.
Right.
So a lot of them, you got smooth operators, but the
Most
results are the same.
So this is not a big percentage, but they all be on this type of time.
No, this is a big percentage.
This is a big percentage, more than half. More than half. Well, more than half.
That's ignorant. Yep. I would never approach no female if I knew the type. If
you're from a different era, you had different upbringing and rearing.
And this is why men aren't approaching women. This is why Black women are the least married. This is what's actually happening. You got to realize I got sons too, right? So
wow.
When girls come over to the house,
right?
First thing I say is, "Bitch, I didn't sleep with you last night. You better talk to me."
Right.
And they be like, "Oh yeah, that's my dad right there. You better act right." Oh, he can't be talking out. Well, you can go.
Right.
Like this ain't the place. This ain't the place for you.
I told you. I went the last time I went to Illinois. My oldest son lives in Illinois. I went to Illinois. And I pulled up this house, and then he came out, give him hug, kisses, and all that. And then a girl came out, and this girl said, "He introduced you to my mom." He got real formal because he knows how I am. Don't approach me when you haven't introduced yourself, right? So he introduces me to this young lady, and the young lady did deuces. She did.
She threw up the deuces to you, HQ?
Yes.
So thus you're not surprised then by what we're saying.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was like that everywhere. I just thought maybe it was the hood rat my son was dating.
Everywhere.
Yep. Even Antarctica.
Everywhere.
They do.
Yeah,
They say, bro.
Yeah.
What?
She said, bro.
She said deuces. She was like on the passenger window and I was in the driver's seat. She was
I think you mentioned this before.
My son was over here, and then she said deuces in the window, and I went and looked at my son just like that.
Was this the white girl?
Yeah, this was the white
girl.
girl.
I remember you mentioned this. I mean, it's not funny. Yeah. It's extremely rude to do that.
I looked at my son. My son looked at her. I looked at her, and my son walked around the car and said, "Let me talk to my mom like that. Let me talk to my mom." I said, "You better get her away from my car. You better get her away from my car."
Did you check the disrespect?
No, I didn't say nothing to her. It was his job to check her. His job to check her. You know, I don't like that. That's the only thing I told him. I was like, you know, I ain't with that. People got to be decent and human beings when they so I'm like, no, this is not how you are supposed to act or conduct yourself as a young lady or anything. And no, I looked at my son and I was like, no, don't, son. What are you doing?
Yeah, that time has that our time HQ of people even trying to seem like maybe they would be polite. That time has come and gone. That time has come and gone. Like I said, I'm out as a biker. I'm out on different bike sets in a bunch of different sets.
Right.
And these women, they be trying to get to it. Like I'm not lying. Woman take you outside and take you behind the dumpster and get you off and walk right back in the club and order a shot like it ain't nothing. Like this is just what's going on out here. You know?
They disrespect themselves. They disrespect themselves. First they disrespect themselves. Then they disrespect a man. And then they wonder why people disrespect relationships or don't want to have relationship with this young generation now. Because this is what you bring home. If this is what you bring home, no, we got to stop you at the door. I got to say, I don't want to teach a young lady. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want my son to be in a relationship. He wasn't with that girl long. They I don't know how long they were together, but I know that they.
Yeah, I think Project just made a good point too. In respect to Project Leroy, shout out.
What did he say?
She didn't really respect the boy like that because if she really was fooling with the boy like that, she would have made an effort to introduce herself properly.
Right. And I was like,
no, I agree with that.
So I was like, you know how you was raised. You know how you were raised. So they weren't together that long. And I was like, I can't take no responsibility of the women that you like to sleep with. I'm not taking no responsibility for how you picked her, what you picked her, why you picked her. She was a cute girl. I mean, cute girl, but I didn't expect that to come out of her mouth. But I ain't raising her. I ain't raising none of them people. I'm done raising folks. So my whole point is if they like this, if the women and the men are like this at this age, then we in trouble. We really, really, really are in trouble. So this young lady, I didn't expect her to be this bad, but we're gonna listen.
Well, HQ, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I swear I'm not trying to be an asshole. Let me get on the camera.
I ain't gonna be no asshole.
I'm not trying to be an asshole when I ask this question. Don't take it that way.
Oh,
but you're saying you're not surprised. You're surprised by this. This is an honest question. Have you seen Single by Choices? And if so, how long have you been watching it? It's an honest question. No.
For real.
Wait a minute. You're questioning Black America. Have you
because this is most of the women that get on, they at least try to be cordial.
Most do?
Yeah, when they get on Kendra G, they at least try to be cordial. This woman came straight out and said, I ain't talking to you. I ain't doing none of that. Them women don't get on that.
Respectfully, I think maybe 20 to 25% at least try to do something, but most of those girls are just on the loose.
No. What I'm saying is their presentation on the show is not like this. This is different. This woman, she came on and said, "I don't like you."
The thing is,
I don't think most of them are as masculine as like I said.
Yeah.
She has a very like I said, you guys, if you're not in the truck driving industry or you're not familiar with truck drivers per se, this is people ask all the time, why do truckers be, I'm trying to get on the freeway and they're not moving over. Listen, we can go one speed. Our shit don't speed up and slow down like you guys. And we're not slowing down. We're going to keep it at one speed. You can speed up and slow down, adjust, move around the truck or get in front of it. Right. You see what I mean?
Right.
And then people get in front of you and they're cutting you off and they're calling on you. It's all type of things. So these things make you a hardened person. And if she's been driving for a few months, she has turned into a hardened person. So now she is turning into a man, a woman. Like I said, she's a pretty girl.
But is she?
She's just masculine.
But this is a really, really masculine female. This is the women on Kendra G. Not all of them come across like this. This is very masculine. This is I don't even want to have a conversation with you.
I've met women like this in real life, HQ.
Yeah, I'm about to say I disagree. I think that most women.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
He broke it down for you.
I mean, no, not this young lady. I'm saying the other.
It's because if they have next time you look, if it's a woman and she says she is the director or something, if she says she's a nurse in the medical field, you have to listen to the things that they say. Women like that, if she's a firefighter, anything that they're making, I would say over about $70,000 a year, their whole attitude changes. Mm-hmm. It's a whole different attitude because once again, now they're not like the girl that work at Walmart. These women are making enough money to take care of themselves. Mm. You see what I mean? They're not like a Walmart girl with 3 or 4 kids that, have to worry about paying bills or anything like that. These women are making good money. So they can act like niggas.
Women that can act like this.
Yes. 100%.
Not as brusque. Not as brusque, but damn near close.
But they still the same. You can still smash them and just and they'll be like, thanks for the ride, deuces.
Yeah. I had a nurse chick. She was not too far from this. Mm-hmm. She was she had the same demeanor where she just was like, she was just really into like her field.
Right.
She wasn't trying to be in nothing like that. She wanted what she wanted. She was attracted in a strong way, but she was about herself and Forex and trying to make money. She wasn't interested in no dude. She was about 34, 35 too. She wasn't trying to be married. She wasn't trying to have no kids. She just was head hunting money, and she dug her brother, and she wanted to come do what she wanted to do, and that was that. Yep.
She wanted to get on that tricycle. That's all that is. They see that tricycle outside. They be like, "Ooh, that's a nice color. Can I ride on that?" This that, and we more than happy to let you ride. That's what they don't. That's what they don't understand.
Right. That's what they see the kid kind of get confused about.
Right. Like we don't care.
Yeah.
Because once you get in here, it's all gas, no brakes. I don't care what I'm going to do to you. That's the way we see it. But if you got women that see, I'll just be being honest. But now you have women who see it like that. I make my own money, so if he just want to hit it and quit it, then that's what it's going to be. That's how these chicks act.
Yeah. I done had a few chicks like that. I had a high. She's a PhD. She was a professor at a college. She was younger too. She was like in her mid-30s, and she had achieved a lot in her profession. And she was teaching at a college all the way on the other side of the state, but she was from this side of the state. And she just come in town, and 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 that's what she was on. That's the type of time she was on. She made it clear, like she was like, I had a boyfriend. She was like, I ain't into all of that. And she was like, it gotta be my way. She said that straight up, like my way or the highway. And I'm like,
look at y'all. I'm gonna look
cool.
at y'all.
You let me know when you're ready. Then
I'm gonna take y'all at y'all word. But the women out here they may move like a ninja, they may move like that, but they not as masculine as this person. That's the only pushback I'm gonna give y'all. They move like this, but not as masculine as this woman does.
Yeah, it goes along with what I said earlier. HQ, they can do the same thing, but the presentation is in a smoother, more James Bond way. The way she's presenting this, it's the same thing. The way this girl is presenting this, she's presenting this in a old dog from Menace to Society type of way. She kicking in the door, with a 40 ounce in her hand, letting go with the 4-4. A girl can be on some James Bond shit and do and say, and it's the same thing though. Yeah. She's looking for the same thing.
Yeah.
She don't have to have an attitude. The girl didn't have no attitude, but she was looking for the same thing.
She don't have that feminine. She don't have none of that feminineness.
A lot of those girls, they weren't masculine, but I wouldn't really say they were feminine either though.
Yeah, but this is bad.
It is. It's an extreme. What you're looking at is an extreme.
Yeah.
This is an extreme, but the result she's looking for is the same as those other two chicks, 3 chicks I told you I dated. Yeah. So like my dating history is wild. So
let's listen to her a little bit more, because I'm sure she's gonna say something crazy.
Stairs and all.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. Super chats would have been great. Cash apps would have been welcome, but hit the like button coming in. If you don't give me nothing else, I need the like buttons, please.
Be walking out, something like that.
Well, here's the deal. I just think a man with no kids is the best man for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Let's just, fellas, if you got children, she ain't the one for you. Or unless you a deadbeat dad. If you got kids you ain't caring for, then maybe.
No deadbeat dads. If you got kids, you need to take care of them. But I'm just saying, I don't want shit to do with it.
Damn, she harsh with that.
Okay, let's keep going. You got any more deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
She hard with it, Triple.
I used to.
This is a hardcore girl.
Dang.
This is a mercenary. Hey, HQ.
She said shit to do with it. Oof.
Hey, HQ. All right. Again, I gotta ask you a question. Have you seen Single by Choices? they would have nothing to talk about. If it was extremely astute, respectful young women, if most of the chicks was up there was that way, they would have nothing to talk about. The show would be an hour and a half long, and they could go on the show for 4 hours. There's so much misandry. They can do 4-hour shows multiple times a week with plenty of content.
Yeah, but that seems like a hatred or a disdain for men. But I think she has a disdain and misery for men, but I don't think most women have a disdain for men though. I don't think they do.
No, well, you know what, HQ?
I don't think they do. I don't think they have a hatred of men.
I think a large amount do have a chip on their shoulder about men. Now, maybe it's not this extreme, but I think a good amount do. I don't know if I'm gonna say half, maybe not half, but a lot do.
That hate men? You think half of women hate men?
No, less than half. But I think a lot do have a chip on their shoulder. Maybe not to this extent, but I think a good amount does. You know?
Yeah, but a chip is different from this hatred.
Yeah. This is an extreme. This
Is way out of character for a woman to come on the show. It's just like, see, you know what? And I hate this. The first time I put it out. This is the first time I'm gonna say it out loud. There are, how do I phrase it? There's some people on this planet that resent the fact that they need to have another human being, or they crave another human being, or they just can't live. I don't know how to phrase it. There's human beings who resent, like, I can't stand you even though I want to have sex with you, or I can't really deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you, really. But I know that I need to have sex, and I know I'm attracted. I know I'm attracted to the opposite sex, but I don't want to have fucking nothing to do with you. There's people on this planet that feel like that. And there's men on this planet who feel like that. And then there's women on the planet who feel like that. Did I make that? Did that sound right?
It is men that have a chip on their shoulder about women. I won't argue that. That can't be argued. Mm-hmm. But HQ, again, I ask you a question. Have you seen Single by Choices?
Stop asking me.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not. Look, I respect this platform. I swear I'm not trying to act like that. But
I understand. It's duly noted. I get what you're saying. We just haven't seen this extreme. And I wanted to. I put her on here because I wanted y'all to look at the extreme. Look at the extreme and see what you could get. And then look at the other women and say, okay, maybe they can be a little bit more reasonable than this woman right here.
Hey, HQ.
Wait a minute, let's agree to that. They can be a little bit more reasonable than her.
But here's the thing, HQ. Again, you're talking about the presentation, the package. It's still the same way though.
The women on the
does it matter if I show up in a tailored suit like James Bond with the PPK pistol and say, hey, give me everything in this house? Or if I show up with dreads in a dirty t-shirt in an 89 Mustang and pull up with a 40 ounce and say, give me everything in the house. Is it the difference?
I wish you knew. No, it doesn't. There's no difference. I wish you knew this one guy that came on panels. His name was Joseph. Came on panel.
What panels he used to go on?
He used to go on Hamp's panel. He used to go on Fatty's panel. He used to be on all those kind of panels. He used to be on those kind of panels because those kind of. His name was Joseph, and maybe 6 months ago, okay, but he hated women. Every time he got on there, it was just like this female. He wanted women, but he resented talking. If you go back and look through Fatty's channel, it's somebody named Joseph, and they outed him. That you don't have any respect for women. You don't like women. Every time he turned around, it was just a woman. That's all she good for is sex and a whole nine, right? She is that type. She is that type of female. Women, normal women, do not fall way over there like that. Okay, most women fall in the middle.
Yeah, well, I've said she's an extreme. I've owned that. Yeah. We both in agreement. Yeah.
So I'm saying there's hope. There's hope for women. There's hope for women, regular women. Some of these women are extreme, but do you think it's
the more extreme women are generally most of the ones that call up the Single by Choices. That's a large amount of the extreme women because they're in a relationship situation that they're in, and a lot of that is because of their seasoning and their behavior.
Right.
Yeah. Like
Chaotic Truth. No, Chaotic Truth is married. I think. Yeah, he's married. Yeah, Chaotic Truth is married. Chaotic Truth be doing some goofy shit. I ain't never went to his channel, but I've been on panels with him. And so I've been on I've been on panels with him and talk. Yeah, he's kind of goofy, but I don't think he hates women per se. I think it's a persona. I think his is a persona, but that's just me.
Yeah. Hey, HQ, let me just a little bit off topic. I want to say something about what Erica said in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Erica, you ain't lying, man. He went Super Saiyan mode on Saturday. As a matter of fact, I take back what I said last week about him debating Saint the Center. I don't think Saint got nothing for him, man.
Saint the Center, no debate, no.
Jason Black. Yeah. And Saint is a bad man, but after what I seen Jason do Friday and Saturday, hey, ain't a man in this space I done heard fooling with him. Period.
Ain't no wait a minute. Saint, no. Who could keep up with Saint? No, who could keep up with
Jason Black? Yeah.
His name is Philosophical. Philosophical.
You know what? Had anybody in the chat seen this guy? Because I haven't seen him.
It's called, his name is Philosophical. Yes. And then, and Jason Black should know. Has he been over there to talk to Q Butters guys? Can't nobody.
I'm hip to Q Butter. I've observed this panel and so I never got on. Like
the dude who came up here, the other week, who who said I was cute, and he came up on the panel to see who I was.
Oh yeah, that guy was capping. Talking about he roughed Jason Black up. That guy.
I don't know what his name.
Get out of here.
I don't know the man. He said, but I've been this channel once or twice to listen to him, and then you have the Black League guy. This guy is called the Black League or something like that. He's pretty good too. So yeah, they can get down.
It's some solid people out there. It's some solid people out there, and I got respect for a lot of guys that's in this space. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for BGS Ibor,
Yeah,
but
the Marquette.
Yeah, Marquette. In the center. Yeah,
he loves to antagonize people. I've seen one or two of his streams. He loves to antagonize people. So I mean, when Jason Black, it doesn't get rattled like that. So I don't.
That won't work with Jason Black. Like he can't compete with Jason Black. After what I've seen the last 2 days, especially Saturday, good God, that boy went crazy.
What was going on with Saturday?
He got a Patreon where you have to. It's a monthly fee for his Patreon. He do it every Saturday, and he really went ham Saturday, like for real.
I mean, he went ham on. I mean, you had to join the Patreon and hear what he had to say, right?
Yeah. You would have to join his Patreon to hear what he had to say Saturday. It was more of a follow-up to what he did Friday night, and he acted up Friday night big time too.
Oh, okay. Well, I almost caught that stream, but I didn't. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I can only listen to him for so long because it sounds like a preacher, and that just drives me nuts.
Hey, Leroy, I did hear him last night. He acted up on both of those too. On the Black Authority channel, he acted up on both of those too. Yeah, man, hey, I ain't got nothing else to say. This guy, I've encountered a lot of men in PhDs, college educated guys, MDs. I ain't seen nothing like this. Like,
y'all talk to Taz? Have y'all talked to Taz?
Yeah, I've been on panels with Taz. Oh yeah, and Taz well researched. He's a smart guy, but no, he ain't. Leave TBA alone, man. Leave Jason Black alone. Nah.
I haven't had a conversation, but see, Marquette and him would be a very good panel. They'd be a very.
I will watch it. Don't get me wrong. Like if they was gonna have a discussion, I would definitely watch it.
Because they both like to sneak. They both like to sneak this, and when they like to sneak this, two people who like to sneak this. Those are two people that would be a good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he'd be more than and Philosophical. Philosophical is very, very, very smart. That's a very smart.
I'm gonna check him out.
His name is Philosophical. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check him out. But yeah, man, he acted up. I was like, damn. Go ahead. You can play the video.
I have to go back over there and see. He got so much content. I don't even know where to start. That's the problem.
You got to jump in. Hey, let me just say this, and I'm gonna drop it. One of the classics. I cannot remember the name of it because I've been watching him for years. It might have been like a couple years ago. Project and Erica probably know. Mm-hmm. He was interviewing this girl, and that's when you used to have live guests would come on and stuff, and they was talking about some things, right. And they had a disagreement or something. Her sisters tried to come on the stream, and man, they just got their ass cooked. I'm talking about the sisters got roughed up, like for real. And it was crazy. It was crazy. They probably remember though.
Oh wow! I had to think somebody. If somebody remember, let me know. Drop it in one of the chats and let me know.
Yeah, Project, you remember that?
Because it's like, ooh, I'd be like, man, he just be going in sometime. I'll be like, damn.
It's like you going to get your big brother Kimbo Slice push you down. Like I'm telling my big brother.
I listened to him cook that. I listened to him cook that white racist guy. I listened to that and I was like, oh heck, But see, the Marquette be over there cooking religious people. I think he be cooking.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah.
So he be doing that religious stuff now. He on that trip. But I mean, there's some interesting people out there. But look up Philosophical.
I'm gonna check him out.
Since I was 18 to 31, I strictly dated African men. Like to this day, I still never dated an American man. I want to say that like I'm kind of over Africans, so I really don't even want him to be African anymore. So maybe he could be like American.
Okay, so American man. Any more deal breakers before I go to appearance?
Like I said, I don't like selfish men. I don't like men who
But you're selfish.
I guess I'm bipolar, and I don't like men who aren't open-minded or men.
Whoa!
Like
pause it.
I don't know what the hell she talking about.
Did you just hear her say she's bipolar?
Yep.
That is wild.
Yep.
That. Go ahead. I just want to call that out.
Mad energy, and she got bipolar.
Educated on certain things, just from my past, men, they'll find out I'm bipolar, and then they'll just like not even try to research it or anything. They'll just have an ignorant opinion about it and don't really even know about the mental illness. But just be open-minded, I guess.
Just out of curious, you want to? I'm ignorant at times. I know there's different effects of being bipolar. So how does being bipolar affect you?
I'm moody. Like I'm really moody. It's just like
she's moody.
No, what? Okay. So I'm not disrespecting. My phone has a charge, so I apologize about that. I'm not disrespecting the disease. But what has happened is people start using the PSDT, and I'm bipolar. They use that as a blanket for everything. I feel attacked. It's not something you really can count. Only that person can validate it. That's what people do with bipolar. So a lot of times when you hear, oh, they're bipolar, it means anything they do is forgiven. With that said, I'm in.
Right.
Like 1 minute I fuck with you, then you just said something stupid. Now I don't fuck with you, and then like an hour later, maybe I fuck with you again. Like I don't know. It's like I'm just super moody. That's the main complaint that I have from my past relationships. And
why is it that people have those problems in those relationships, and then you still act up, knowing you got issues?
A lot of it's game being ran, in my opinion. I think a lot of it's just game being ran, to be honest.
I'm not understanding her. If you know that you got wait a minute, she got to know this stuff is not normal. She has to know her attitude is not normal. She's got to know that, right? Just like, what? How you don't know that ain't right, what you're saying? The way you're approaching relationships, the way you're trying to be in a relationship on a dating show, don't you know that's not correct?
HQ, I got a question.
Yeah.
And only you can answer it. What does sex do for a woman?
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What does sex do for a woman?
It calibrates her femininity. It calibrates her femininity. It calibrates a man's masculinity.
Yeah, I can see that.
So when she say, I want to be all these different people and want to do that, she's saying she's not calibrated. So she's acting one way.
Mm-hmm.
She's acting like she don't want to do nothing with you. And then 10 minutes later, she's all over you like a wild animal. And nobody wants to calibrate that because they don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, because she's see, I would hesitate to go over there because she look like she'll pull a knife out. I ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. And then you don't give nobody any kind of rope to hold on to. You don't give them rope to hold on to. This weird shit that you got going on.
Say it. What doesn't she have? Say it. What doesn't she have?
Calibration. I don't know. What do you mean? Hello. Ooh,
Go ahead, Zeus. Go ahead, man.
Okay. I'm going by your lead. You said calibration.
Yeah, just being like super moody. Like I'm not. You got one time to annoy me, especially during the beginning. Like you just got one time, and I'm just over it.
Okay. So we did a looks question. What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
Just be able to take care of yourself.
Okay. So as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Let's do the Kendra Cam, Scorpio.
You doing the Kinder Cam, then I'm over her.
I don't have a butt, so.
You don't have a butt. Okay. All right. We got some
Zeke looking
questions for
fine.
you. You ready?
You say what?
I said I like what I see. You know, this like I agree with Black America. This is a nice looking girl, but the reality is, if I seen her from a distance, you think she one way, then you talk to her, you'll be like, damn.
It's too much instability over there. You go over there, you don't know whether you fighting with her, getting cussed out, whether you're getting sex. You don't know whether you're getting sex on a regular basis because she might have an attitude when you go over there. She ain't on her meds. She ain't taking those regularly. You can't tell me she ain't. 2, she ain't got no kids. She don't have nothing tethering her. She don't have nothing keeping her stable. She'll pull off in the damn truck and you won't see her for 6 months. Oh, hell no.
HQ, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If your son brought home this girl, how would you approach this situation?
Don't get her pregnant.
Okay.
That would be
I got you. That's your approach, as long as you don't get her pregnant. what would you say to her if you seen her and she just threw her hand up like this at you and she was like
don't
it'll be all there one day.
don't get her pregnant. I'm a non-violent human being. I've never as an adult, I've never put my hands on another human being. I had a fight when I was in junior high, and I didn't like the way I felt when I had a fight with the girl. I didn't like the way I felt, so I never had a fight again. So for me to put my hands on another human being because they did something like that, it would just be so antithetical to me, so I would never do it. But another human being, the attitude, the whole persona would make me afraid that she would hurt my son. She would make me afraid that she would hurt my son. So I would probably say, please don't get her pregnant. Please don't make her mad. Don't do none of that. Right.
So right. So even if she waved you off, you wouldn't say that to her.
No, I go to my son. See, I get it. I have a relationship with my son.
Right.
I would talk to my son. I would be like, I really don't think, you should not get her pregnant. Blah blah blah. I would never go to her and say I'm finna beat your ass. I would never do that.
No, I wouldn't expect you to be like, yo, I'm gonna put hands on her. But yeah, I get it.
I would be respectful for even if she's not respectful to me. I would be respectful to her because my son chose her for some reason.
I got you.
So
I got you. I got you.
Scorpio.
Them light skins acting
Okay.
up. Let me
Now,
chill.
before I get to the questions, cousins, you already see she don't bite her tongue and she ain't really the one to fuck with.
Right.
So you can ask a question. I'm gonna try to read as many as possible. But if she cussed your ass out, you paid to get cussed out. So just I want to start there. All right, I'm gonna start there.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button coming in, please. Hit the like button coming in and out. Hit the like button.
So, okay, Logical Faith said this entire interview is giving off nothing but negativity.
That's correct.
Why would any man sign up for this?
This
correct. Is a terrible deal for any man.
Right.
Oh shit, he got smoke.
What did I say that would mean that this is a terrible?
And see, I presented her. I put her on here to present. I presented her because she's the exact opposite of what we're looking for when it comes to women. That's why I brought her out here, because I knew she was like totally bizarre, and ain't nobody looking for this type person. So this is why I brought her on here for this evening. She's not out here for a coffee date. She's out here to show you the contrast of what the hell is going on in the dating pool.
I don't know who wilder, her or the booty goon. You know,
deal. I'm putting it on the table that I don't like kids. I'm putting it on the table that you need to be open-minded towards someone who has a mental illness.
There's no positives. What do you mean? What's the positives of going over there? Somebody explain.
Like what's I don't get it.
the only upside would be if you found her attractive in sex. Nothing else.
Even it ain't. Look, you wake up.
Oh, I'm not saying it's worth it either.
You wake up and there's a knife.
Yeah, I ain't saying it's worth it.
You're right. Right. Ain't no upside. I'm saying I'm showing you the downside. I'm showing you the worst of the worst. This is the worst of the worst.
You know what? This is the only upside. I'll take that back. There's an upside. You know what that is?
What?
If you, as in the man, is 8.5 or 9 out of 10 to this girl, meaning you're among some of the most handsome men she's seen, then the sex will be an upside, and she treats you with a little bit more kid gloves than usual. She's still be a bitch.
What man would go over? What man would work with this?
I'm not saying he would entertain it, but I'm saying if it was that scenario where he was this girl's looks max,
right?
She would treat it with a little bit more kid glove. She would still be an ass though. Don't get me wrong.
I say a man who is a beta male, got a job.
It's no advantage for him because she would just dog that guy out.
You think she would be mean to that guy instead?
Oh yeah, if he's a beta, she would dog walk that guy.
Yeah, but she gonna dog walk every guy.
If not, the only guy she ain't gonna dog walk, if that guy is her looks max, got everything he looking for, looks, a little bit of something going on, and he got some good talk, she gonna try her best to hang in there and cooperate as best as she can. She's still not gonna be great because she just ain't got the personality for it. But she will make an effort if it's that. Every woman want that.
This is wild right here.
Faith, if you want to explain, she's saying she made it clear she doesn't like kids. So that's what that is. Provocateur, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, said Kendra's voice, bipolar. Well, there you have it.
There you have
it. Being bipolar has nothing.
No excuse for being an asshole. Having this manly personality, having this shitty personality. This is what you call a shitty personality, a manu. But see, I put her on here to show you the difference. This is a manly female. Women ain't out here acting like this.
HQ, I got a question for you, and it's an honest question. Have you seen Single by Choices, my dear?
Them women are not masculine like this.
Well, HQ, Do you want me to start referencing the callers like the booty goon, the other girl that was just up there? What was going on with that girl?
The women are not this bad.
HQ, it's different extremes. She was talking about putting on a strap up, doing it to a dude. What are we talking about? Pause.
Wait,
no Diddy.
What?
Yeah. That was an extreme.
I know.
And she argued, wait, and she argued and debated the chat that the guy was not gay.
But
that
she
was
is
insane.
And most women are not like that woman.
Yeah, those are extremes, but my point is there are too many extremes showing up on this show.
This is wild. This is wild right
to
here.
do with anything that I've said in this live. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
But I haven't had like an episode, like a violent episode in like
Hey, Q, you're too funny.
Whoa. Did she say violent episode?
Yeah. Admit it, HQ.
She whooping ass.
Yeah, admit it, HQ. You love it, don't you?
She whooping ass.
You love it. It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck, and you can't stop looking at it.
This is wild.
Yeah.
She said violent episode.
Yeah.
She didn't say episode.
Yeah.
She said violent episode. She's something else.
Admit it. It's ridiculous. It's a train wreck, ain't it?
This is crazy here.
I know.
I said this is wild.
Oh, man.
I said, wait a minute. When I saw her, I was like, wait a minute. I know I put her on this thing for some reason to show them that this is the way extreme. But this is wild right here. She said, I ain't had a violent episode. She fight dudes. You right, Divine.
5 years. So
she definitely fighting guys. Come on, I can tell that by her attitude.
Yeah.
Been doing pretty good. And if anybody was to ask like why I'm not on medication, it's simply just because I don't believe in medicine. I believe in like natural.
She don't take no medicine, Triple.
Do she believe in taking a shower? That's what I want to know.
She don't take no medicine, which means she has more violent episodes than
Yeah, this chick got more issues than Sports Illustrated. So hey, I think man, see, Kendra let this shit fly.
Yeah,
this show, man.
Kendra should have been done got rid of this damn episode.
I know, man.
She's crazy.
Yeah, she entertained this shit. She gonna give out the girl contact information, man.
Yeah. No man. She said I ain't had no violent episodes in X, Y, and Z. And then she on here talking about she take medicine for violent episodes. Wait a minute. What do you mean?
That I can like deal with my bipolar, and like I said, I haven't had like a violent episode in 5 years, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And I've been
bullshit. Hey, to quote BGSM more bullshit.
Kendra, follow-up question. Kendra should have had a follow-up question. Did you get help? Are you getting help? And why ain't you taking your medicine? She didn't ask her about no medicine. She didn't ask her, did she get any help? She didn't ask her nothing.
Hey man, what's going on? You know what? Kendra is all about ratings and attention.
I know, right?
Period, man. Like, man, Kendra ought to be ashamed of herself, man.
This one right here is bad. This is bad.
Because I don't deal with anything that stressed me out. Okay. Anything that stressed me out, you gotta go.
Such as kids.
Yeah, because it's gonna trigger me.
Okay.
Damn.
Jessica said, definitely not 33 with that mindset. Mature first.
What does that mean?
I think that I'm actually being very mature. Just
she said she was immature.
What I like and what I don't like. That's maturity. A lot of women won't even admit that they don't like kids.
That's fair. One thing I can defend you in, you're making it, this is who you are. So if it's not what you want to get with, then I'm on record saying if a person has kids, don't reach out to her. Because I don't think anyone should date a person who doesn't want to accept their children. Seriously. Now, fun time, it don't matter. But if you want to build a life with someone and then you have children, I don't think Scorpio is going to be the one.
Yeah, she'll harm the kids.
All right,
Yeah, that would be my thought.
Yeah,
Or she would neglect them, not harm them. She would neglect them, like leave them, lock them in her closets and shit like that. Yeah, but yeah, no.
That's what I'll read for now. Little LII said, "Did you get bullied by kids when you were little, and then had a bad experience with children when you got older, like my sister, who hurt you honestly? Hopefully, you like pets."
Yeah, I do love pets. I have a dog Nugget. No, I was never bullied. If anything, I was
Shit,
the bully.
that damn pet is hiding. What do you mean?
I was never bullied in school.
I think she will
what
harm
else?
the kids. HQ. I
Yeah,
agree with Project. I think she will actually harm the kids.
I guess I'm always thinking in terms of somebody might not harm human beings, but maybe she would harm a human being.
Well, violent episode.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's against men though.
What did they say?
It
No.
could be against kids.
That's true.
Honestly, I don't know why I don't like kids. My mom asks me that all the time. I honestly can't even tell you why. Ever since I was little, I just never liked kids. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be around kids. I didn't like them, which is fucked up because I have 5 nieces and like 1 nephew.
Wow.
All right, let's go back to the questions. I see there's more questions.
Yeah,
Let me go back to
This is my doggy.
Aw, she's a good doggy, mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Scorpio, you did the Kendra Cam, right?
Yeah, it's something mentally
All right.
going.
When was your last relationship?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yeah, that's weird, ain't it? She don't like kids, but she like pets.
Yeah, I had a girl like that. I had
Yeah,
a
that's
girl
weird.
like that.
Yeah,
I dated a couple years ago. You know what was weird about it, HQ? She didn't want kids. She was adamant about not wanting kids like this.
Right.
But she was in a small ass apartment with 2 big ass dogs in a cage.
Like what?
And the girl was fine, man. I went over there. The house was funky.
Yeah.
It was dog hair all over the place and stuff. Yeah. And man, I got back one time we was hanging out, man, and one thing led to another. And the dog, I'm like, man, the dog was like, "You gonna tag a brother in or what?" Man, pause, man, pause. Yeah, go ahead.
This is terrible. I mean, the dog looked funny. She acting no. Ain't no way I'd go over there. The room is dark. She in the bedroom. What?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Tahiliism said the dog was scared.
I know, right? And somebody said something about a lot of peanut butter. You wrong for that. You know, right?
2 years ago. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
My attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
My attitude. I need to be way more patient than what I am. And I need to learn how to be affectionate. I'm not an affectionate person.
All negatives. Everything negative.
No.
Of course you're not affectionate.
Right.
Look at her attitude.
Right.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Logical? Before you answer that, let me read. Logical Faith responded to when he said it was a bad deal and you were negative. So this was the response.
What's the response?
Yeah, to that question. He said, "Your tone and demeanor, I guess this is what's negative. You only dated Africans, so non-Africans know that they're not your first choice. I dealt with someone bipolar, and it was a nightmare. Admitting you have issues doesn't mean it's not a bad deal."
I mean, I guess if you are just someone, here's the thing: if you feel like that dealing with somebody bipolar is not your thing, just don't deal with them. But the fact that I'm letting it be known, anyone who reach out to me, okay, you know these facts about me, like I'm not hiding it.
And you know she ain't on no medication, and you know she has violent tendencies, and you know she don't want no kids, and she ain't being nice to no kids. Why would you go over there?
Yeah, I would not instruct any normal person to go over there. And as far as Nug is concerned, I mean, he gonna go over there anyway. But
Yeah. He gonna go over there because she's skinny and she ain't got no kids. He gonna go
Yup.
over there anyway.
yeah,
So,
it roughed that cooter cutter
yeah,
up.
like if it's not for you, then it's not for you. And my demeanor,
Yeah, she said, "Come at your own risk." That's exactly what she said.
what's my demeanor? Like I'm just on here talking, and I'm just don't deal with me. Don't fucking reach out to me. Like the fuck.
Whoa.
Now you irritating me because bitch, just don't.
See,
Just don't
she
reach
already
out,
going
like,
in on him. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. She already talking her shit. Now imagine you were sitting there having a conversation with her, and she like, yeah, well, fuck what you got to say. Imagine that. Imagine that. You just
Hey,
sitting
look.
there, and your woman like, yeah, how about fuck what you talking about?
Look, I
Yeah.
can't imagine. Wait a minute.
Like,
Wait a
for
minute.
real.
Wait a minute.
Now,
Wait a minute.
as a man, what you gonna do about that? Right.
Have you ever been in a room? Can you imagine as a man being in a room and then your female turned straight the fuck up and you don't know why she turned up and not you got a little bit of fear in you because you don't know what she gonna do.
I have had that happen before, but now I wasn't scared because this girl was 5'2" and it's a woman. Plus, I'm not gonna be scared anyway because hey, I'm ready for anything. But I hadn't been dating her that long, and we went out, and she claims the waitress was throwing shade at her or whatever, you know, and there was a disagreement. I didn't see the back and forth they had, but you know how y'all women be having microaggressions and looks and stuff. And she claimed that the lady snatched the menu out of her hand after the order was placed. And man, she turned all the way up. I had to snatch that girl up out of there because we was about to go to jail. I'm like, we don't want no food. Get your damn coat. Because we all out here in the suburbs and we about to go to jail.
I know, right?
Yeah, and guess what? It ain't gonna be with me.
She's that female. She is that female that's gonna turn up on you at the grocery store, at the mall, at a party. Anybody look at you funny, she thinks she getting slighted. Do something in the car, she gonna turn up on you, and that's a liability no man or woman can deal with when they turn up like this. This is the problem. When they want to turn up like this, okay? She has a warning label on herself. Come over here at your peril. You come over here to your detriment. You gonna come over here, but don't be mad that you get what you get. Because I told you that I don't know how to act before you came over here. So when you come over here and act up, don't be mad that I acted up. That's what she said.
Yep, she ready for smoke. Oh yeah, and shout out Saheed. I do need to write a book on my dating experiences. I've been at it so damn long, man. I've seen a lot of shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Project Leroy. That's the problem with other females in Kendra's chat, co-signing her bad behavior outside of being bipolar truck driver. Yeah, and now there's a problem. Hell yeah, there's a problem. This is definitely a problem. she ain't logical face. She ain't. Hopefully, she ain't co-signing this bullshit.
Okay, this is one. Okay, this is a compliment. Kentrell said, "I don't care about that bipolar-ish. She's cute as hell, speaks her mind, and attractive."
See the bullshit, right? Triple. See the bullshit.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that guy's a simp. He's a simp.
Yeah. So Kentrell,
he desperate. You desperate for any female, any man to get on here and co-sign this shit. You desperate for the puss.
It seems like he gets you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So this is a good example. Logical face.
Notice how she still didn't smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kentrell appreciates her. He said, "I don't care about her being bipolar. She's cute as hell, speaks her mind, and attractive." So there you have it.
And he gonna get anything. He gonna get anything with this craziness.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because despite everything that I just said, I'm really a nice person. I'm really a nice person. I am down to earth. I can be funny. I can be I try to be affectionate sometimes, but I don't know. It's just I really don't have anything
To say good about yourself. That's for damn sure.
bad outside of just like being bipolar or something. Like I don't have any baggage or anything like that. I'm just like I don't talk to anybody. I don't communicate with any men right now. I haven't been intimate in 2 years. All I do is work, come home, be with my dog, chill with my mom. Like I'm just a simple girl for real. All you have to do is not irritate me. Like that's it.
She's
It's
simple.
really not that hard.
Get the hell out of here.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. See, here's the thing. When I go places and I know that I got to perform or I have to be in front of people or I have to do certain things, I be on my best behavior. It's called being on your best behavior when you're in front of people or you're presenting your case. She is over here presenting a case. This is one of the baddest. This is one of the worst ones.
I would argue this is probably top 5.
Yeah.
He said top 15.
Yeah,
I would say this is top 5. Her and the booty goon girl is in the top 5. Now,
I gotta look. We gotta do a show of the top 10 worst dating experiences that dating candidates area. I gotta do a top 5. I mean, I gotta do a top.
Yeah, hey, Divine. Hey, shout out Divine. He said top 5. He would know. He watched more than me.
She up there for real. Cause you all look. It didn't take that much. That's all you got to do is be nice to hit it out the ballpark. This girl couldn't even be nice. She couldn't even talk to people nice. She couldn't even be funny. She couldn't even crack a smile. She couldn't even say nothing nice. And all her flaws is negative on top of the fact that she take medication. She have violent episodes. She hates
She not worth a coffee date?
Hell, I put her on here because I didn't know she was this damn bad. But I remember once she said, "Oh, that I didn't like kid, I didn't want no kid." Then I remembered, oh yeah, she's the one. She's the bad one. This is the one where she just turned everybody off. And anybody who got on here and said she was a good candidate is a motherfucking lie. She ain't nowhere near no candidate and don't nobody want it. She gonna get hit, hit her. Somebody gonna hit it, but that's about it. And she might throw the coffee in your face. Yeah, you right. You right about that. You right about that. Give me your final thoughts, Triple, because I gotta go eat now.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna hold you up. Yeah, I gotta go get something to eat myself. Right. Yeah, I think I would encourage any guy, even nugs, to not mess with this girl, because even if you do hit a nug and he square up, she gonna call the cops. You know? Yeah. So you just don't deal with this girl. You don't want to put yourself in that situation anyway. And
we had this last girl, his first girl. She was okay. She was good for a coffee date. She seemed nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Fitness might be maybe an issue down the road, but for now it's not an issue. I said something about a little bit of makeup will go a long way. It'll go. But this right here, see, we gotta admit, this is you see what I gave you. I gave you somebody that was on the one end, and then I gave you somebody that was on the other end. All the rest of them women, I believe, fall in the middle of these two women. Can we agree on that? Triple.
This is the softest, most feminine woman on the panel tonight. So I think I already owned. If that chick stepped in,
no. I'm saying, would you say they're polar opposites? One is the most extreme, and then this one is an extreme. She's a good extreme, though.
She on the opposite end of the spectrum,
right? Definitely.
Yeah, I would say they on opposite ends.
Yeah, definitely.
So I didn't see anything that stood out too bad about this girl. So I can't say she's one of the same.
Right. Oh no. So I'm saying the women that come on Kendra's show normally fall somewhere in between, maybe closer to the other end, but ain't nobody as bad as that lady right there. Ain't nobody hit the worst like that.
HQ, I didn't see.
And you know what? She made the top 5 and she ain't even got no damn kids.
Yeah. Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
That's wild.
If I was stuck with the situation, I would take a chick with 2 kids before her.
That's wild.
Yeah, I would. If it was her
kids
or or another chick with 2 kids with normal behavior, I would take that chick with 2 kids
before that last
girl. Yup. If that was simply I had to go in one of those directions, that's what I would do.
Hell yeah.
There's no way I will go in that direction with that girl.
So with that being said, just because they ain't got no kids don't mean they don't come with no issues.
Oh yeah, I never said childless chick is gonna be just
but this is crazy.
Yeah, she's gonna just be all good.
2 childless chicks, 2 total opposite human beings. 2 total opposite human beings. This one is the submissive type. She seems personable. She's okay. Both of them fit. Both of them, you don't need to really lose no weight. Both of them natural, no makeup, regular hair. But yet and see, it's the cuckoo bird on one end. This is the dilemma y'all got. Y'all got to choose from the cuckoo birds. The model. This is wild. This contrast is wild to me. Okay. Now I gotta find them crazy. I gotta find them top 10 crazy girls on Kendra. That's fine.
Make that a long show because it's gonna be a lot to unpack.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! This ought to be fun. That one ought to be fun.
Her and the Booty Goon, they definitely in there.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the top 10. The top 10. Oh, and we gonna have a ball. We gonna laugh. We gonna call them.
I can think
we
of
gonna
some
call
other
them ugly.
girls.
We gonna call them fat. We gonna have a lineup of the. We gonna rake all of them. We gonna have our ranking system. I gotta get that ranking system together. You know, down from the 10, 9, 8, 7, what they look like, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah.
Ranking, and then we gonna put them on a scale too. Whew. This ought to be funny. Give me your final thought, Triple. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that in the next week.
Yeah. Hey, man, what can I say? I can't wait. That's
and we ain't gonna worry about whether they got kids or not.
Try to do it on a Monday if you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get them together by this Monday. I'm gonna see if I can get them together by next Monday.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, sir. And then let me know about that show if you remember that show by Mr. Black.
All right, yeah, for sure.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Here we go. I thank y'all for showing up. I miss a lady that was, can you? Oh, don't. I know she one of the top ones. I know who you talking about, Tia. I know who you talking about. She definitely gonna be on the list. I'm gonna try to get them 10 together for next Monday. This shit gonna be hilarious. Cause I done seen some weird shit. Believe that. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you, Project Leroy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank y'all. Please hit the like button in and out. Please hit the like button and hit the share button. Please and thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.